parents have almost forgotten what the role of a parent is.
Amen.
It's like, okay,
Lost control.
if your little boy comes to you and says, Daddy, I want to be a girl, and you just let him rock with that, you just let
Right.
He's 5.
And where did he get that
If
from?
you let this 5-year-old boy decide to eat candy all day, he's gonna do that.
Exactly.
Like, when did it become a good idea to let a 5-year-old, let a 6-year-old, let a 12-year-old make a life-changing decision for themselves?
Right.
When did that happen?
Right.
Like, I don't understand that. I don't get that. But I heard a rumor that they either passed or are trying to pass a law in LA that states if your child comes to you and asks to do some of these things and you say no, they could take your kid from you.
Yeah, that's true. Just passed in California.
That makes no sense.
As Neo's statement sparked polarizing reactions from both sides, his official Twitter released this statement, saying that he is apologizing for his comments on gender, understanding that his statements could be offensive, and pleading that he will better educate himself going forward. And my original reaction was, this is a huge mistake, as if Neo was speaking truthfully, off the cuff on his beliefs on something, and that just happened to offend the woke mob, apologizing isn't going to change their hatred of him. Getting re-educated isn't going to save him the next time he has the wrong opinion. But good for Neo, because he immediately cleared things up.
This is something I feel very strongly on, and I need y'all to hear this from the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer. So check this out. First and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls, okay? That's my reality. Now, if my opinion offended somebody, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. However, somebody asked my opinion on this matter, and this is how I feel. I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that detrimental to their life. Y'all have a good day. I love everybody. Live how you want to live, love how you want to love, but your opinion is yours.
As on his Instagram, he posted how he refused to be bullied into an apology, how he was just speaking on his opinion on what he wants for his kids. Now the comments are turned off for this post, but as usual, going to his last post is where all the replies will go, as he's now getting an outpouring of support, appreciating that he has the courage to stick to his beliefs, for standing up to the woke mob, and how people are now listening to his music on repeat, which is almost the exact same thing we saw with Jason Aldean when the mob came for him, as his song now has 27 million views on YouTube, which is astronomically higher than any of his recent music. But not apologizing to the mob is becoming a common theme, as Nick Merckx refused to apologize for his statements because, like Neo, he was speaking from the perspective of a father, and when the mob came for him and he was getting cancelled off the Call of Duty store, he didn't rank being able to make money off some video game over what he thinks is best for his kid, compared to Toronto Blue Jays pitcher Anthony Bass, where his social media didn't quite align with what the woke mob wanted. He apologized and sentenced himself to re-education, just like what Neo's publicist wanted, but that will never be enough for the chronically online, easily offended mob, as Bass was removed from all the Toronto Blue Jays Pride events and then actually cut from the team entirely. And I think this is where society is trending today, where people once again reward courage over cowardice, as catering to the blue mob might make some corporate executives feel empowered, but only until they actually put thousands of their employees on food stamps. As the Bud Light fiasco is continuing all the way into August, where after they've lost billions, they keep sinking further into obscurity, as several people now are discovering that even the discount retailer Costco will no longer be selling Bud Light, as it's now labeled with the discontinued Star of Death. And apparently even bars have to relabel Bud Light as Mystery Lager to get people to drink it. So when committing the mortal sin of having an opinion that the left doesn't quite agree with, you now have 2 choices. You can just say, hey, some people don't agree with me, that's your choice, but I'm not going to alienate the people that I actually agree with to cater to people that completely despise me. Because what's the alternative? Taking a formerly #1 top-selling brand into something that basically needs to go into witness protection to be sold in bars in America? And I've seen a bit of this myself. Now, I'm no platinum-selling, Grammy-winning singer like Neo, but even my YouTube opinions online bring in waves of hate. But the true lesson here is, you can judge somebody pretty well based on who their enemies are, and looking at the quality of people that hate me online, I think I'm doing perfectly fine. As a great philosopher once said, your boos mean nothing because I've seen what makes you cheer. So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on what's really going on in the world, hopefully I've earned your subscription, then go check out the video on what really happened with Nick Merckx and the woke mob that demands access to his kids.